All right, let's do some maths. I've got some formula for you today. Organized strategy plus consistency plus persistence equals quality progress. Everyone wants quality progress in singing, right? You're here to learn quality progress. Organized strategy, what's that? You need to organize what it is you're trying to learn. So you're trying to learn singing. You need to organize it. Now, you don't know how to organize it probably because you're like, well, I don't know what I'm trying to aim for, right? All you know is, I like this singer, and then that's it. So what you want to do is you organize. So I've organized it. So how I organize it first is artists that you want to copy, specific songs you want to copy, and then you drill down within those songs the elements that occur within those songs. So you've got 3 levels of organization: artists, songs, elements within songs. Elements within songs has a sub organization, which is like vibrato, runs, pitch, key, volume, dynamics, range. Volume, dynamics, similar. Range, pronunciation, lyric memorization, all that kind of stuff. Okay, falsetto, chest, high chest voice, blah blah blah. That's like further organization. So all those things are a form of an organized strategy. Okay, so that's how you organize what it is that you want to learn. So first thing, figure out your artists, figure out your songs, and then come to me and I'll help you figure out the elements like vibrato, runs, range. I'll help you understand how all that stuff happens within songs. Okay. Next part, well, that's the organized part. Now the strategy part. The strategy part is once you know what all those things are and you've organized them, then how do you work on them? So it's one thing to know what vibrato is, but it's another thing to know how to work on it. It's one thing to know what runs are, but it's a different thing to know how to work on it for where you're at right now. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, if there's something in a song that you can't do that you want to learn how to do, you need a strategy to work on it. And this is where all teachers have different methods to work on things. Okay? Now, if you want to learn what my method is, come see me. And mine is a song-based method. So it's within the song. I don't teach you vibrato by itself. I teach you how vibrato occurs in the song that you're trying to copy. I teach you how to copy runs in the song you're trying to copy. I teach you how to stay in key like the singer in the song that you're trying to copy. Okay, so song-based. Organized strategy, that's taken care of. We've organized it. We've got a strategy of how to do things. Okay, so I'll go even deeper. The strategy for vibrato might be going, that might be the goal. And then you want to break it down maybe slower, maybe break it down in a different way so that you understand how to bounce, maybe change it a bit so that you can understand like the difference between those notes and maybe like make a modification of vibrato to help you get to the final vibrato. This is strategies, okay? Every person has a unique strength and weakness, and my goal as a teacher is to find a strategy that helps them get to the final goal as soon as possible. Okay, consistency. Once you have organized everything and you got a strategy, then you got to do it consistently. You got to practice it on a regular basis, weekly, daily, every couple days, once a fortnight, once a month. It's got to be regular, whatever it is, okay? Some people go to the gym for one day on the weekend and they go hard for 3 hours in like a special, do a bunch of classes, or they have a routine that they do. Some people like to go for a little bit every day. Some people like to go hard every 2 days and they'll go like for 1 hour every 2 days. There's a different way to do training, okay? But it's got to be consistent. That's the thing. If I tell you in the last year, how often have you done technical training that makes your voice challenged, that challenges your voice and makes you progress to the next, to a slightly higher level? How often? No. So you should be able to clearly answer me, I've probably done it like 4 times a week for the last year. You should be able to clearly answer like that. I've done 30 minutes a day, 4 times. If you can't answer that, you're not consistent. Some people I know that are overweight and they come talk to me about gym and stuff like that. I'm like, how much have you done in the last year, would you say? Because sometimes people will come and oh yeah, I'm working out really hard, I'm really into it. I'm like, okay, but in the last year, how consistent have you been? Not just in the last few weeks when you've been super motivated for some reason. Maybe you put on even more weight and you got super motivated and then you just did like 2 months hard out. Yeah, but 2 months hard out in the scope of the whole year is not consistent. Consistency means it's something as part of your daily habit and it's been happening for a long time, months or years. This is what I mean by consistent. Next, last one. So we've got organized strategy, consistency. Why consistency? Because consistency is what makes the body change. Consistency is what makes your body adapt to this new thing that you're doing. If you only do it once here and there, your body doesn't have enough time. It doesn't have enough repetitions to adapt. So you need to get those repetitions in and constantly set new challenges so that you don't hit plateaus. And that's why consistency is important. Persistence. Persistency. Persistence. You need to be persistent. What does that mean? When you are being consistent, you come up with challenges, things that test your patience. You come up to plateaus. You come up to things where, like training was so hard. And mentally, it's difficult to continue because you're like, it was so hard, I can't do it. Common thing people say, quitters. I can't do it, it's hard, I can't. They don't say, what should I do to get through this difficult thing? Then the mentor will tell you, the teacher will tell you, the coach, because the coach has taken people through it before, they know how to take you through it. Different coaches have different strategies. So sometimes it might be too rough. Some mentors might go, come on, push harder until you break. Some mentors are like, you need to take a break for like a few days, a week, and we'll come back to this, etc. Every coach has a different way of teaching. So it's important to find a coach that doesn't break you. Okay? I've met a lot of people that have told me they've done vocal training and they've hurt their voice as a result. And then they've had to go find another teacher that helps heal their voice. It's crazy. How could you hurt your voice? Many ways. By being consistent at something that's damaging. So the strategy is bad. So strategy can be wrong. Okay, so strategy can be good, can be bad. Consistency is something you need to be, and persistent is what you need to be to get through those times, those challenging times. Persistent is what you do. Persistent, for example, it's when you say to yourself, I'm gonna go and get lessons regularly. It doesn't matter what's happening in my life. This is something that I need to do. Like I need to go to work, like I need to go shopping, like I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go get lessons. You got to be persistent. Yes, this was hard in my lesson, but I'm gonna push through and go to the next lesson anyway. I'm not gonna quit because the last lesson was hard. That's persistence. Even if you're not in a lesson, even if you're just doing practice, I'm not going to quit because my practice was hard. I'm going to be persistent and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. You know that, right? That saying? I'm going to be persistent and continue. Because when you're to be consistent, you usually come through this challenge where something tests your patience, tests your limits, tests your mental limits, tests your view of the world, your mindset of what it is to learn, what it is to develop. Your limits get tested, and persistence is a bit different to consistency. Persistence helps you stay consistent. So it's that part of you that's don't quit. That's why I make motivational videos, because half the battle is staying persistent so that you can stay consistent with your strategy. Okay? So, because I know for me, the reason why it took 10 years to develop my strategy was because I wasn't persistent. When I would come across a gem, a training strategy, it would be hard, and I wouldn't say to myself, just try it again tomorrow, keep trying. I'd quit. And that quitting, and then I come back to it months later, slowed me down so much. I couldn't be consistent because I didn't have persistence to keep going when something was hard. Okay, so being consistent, improving yourself is going to take a challenge, and that challenge is going to push you to this limit where you're going to go, I want to quit. It's going to happen. If you're not going through that, you're not getting better. You should be going through this. You should have to push yourself to be persistent. Then you should have to push yourself to be consistent, and you should push yourself to get through, to stay organized and have strategies and have a list of strategies that you do. All those things combined together equals quality progress. Not easy. It took me 10 minutes just to explain it. Now doing it is a whole other beast. All right? It's not easy. Not only have I been through it, I'm still going through it. It doesn't end. If I want to keep getting better, I got to keep going through. I got to keep pushing through this. Okay? If I want to keep getting better, I have to keep pushing. I have to push my limits. I have to push my I have to push my mind. Oh man, these runs are so hard. It's so hard to memorize this. Oh, the vowels are killing me. They're so difficult in this particular run. Oh, this vibrato is like really fast. Oh, like I can't do that chromaticism, that like off-keyish stuff that's really super advanced in a song. Oh, I can't hear the chord changes. I can't play them on guitar. It's really racking my brain. I can't sing and play this particular song at the same time. I can't pick up this hard rhythm. Man, it's hard. It's always hard to get better. Once you get to a certain point, maintaining is not as hard as getting better. Okay, so I'm talking about one, getting better, because then what are you going to have to maintain if you don't even get better? Then getting better, and then repeat, getting better, because why stop? Why stop? If you're not interested in getting better in a particular skill, then you move on to a new skill, and you start with that skill. Become a beginner and start with a new skill. But keep learning, keep improving, and to keep learning and make quality progress, whatever it is you are choosing to do, not just singing, whatever it is, you need an organized strategy. If there isn't one in the world, you need to develop one, like I developed one for runs and whatever, and that kind of stuff. I'm sure people already figured it out, but I never met them. Okay, I couldn't find them. I couldn't read books that found how people develop this. I didn't find teachers in person that knew this, so I had to develop it. If you can't figure out a strategy, develop it. Go learn what there is available as much as you can, and then try to create your own. Organize your strategy, organization of what you want to do, and then strategize. Consistency. Do it regularly. In the last year, how often have you done it? Can you answer that for yourself, for whatever skill it is that you're wanting to learn? Third, persistence. Push through that difficult, self-limiting belief that we're all going to go through. I'm scared. I can't do it. It's so hard. I'm worthless. I don't deserve to be this good. Whatever it is. Push through that crap. Get to the next level. All right, guys. If you want to listen, I'm Rashad. Come hit me up, rnbsinginglessons.com. I'll give you the strategies. All right? But you got to do the rest. You got to be consistent. You got to be persistent. And you got to organize what it is you want to learn. I can help you with that, though. I can still help you with organization. But I'll do the strategy. I figured that out. But you got to do the other stuff. Okay? I can't do that for you. I'm trying to motivate you so you understand what it is you have to do, but you have to do it. I can't do it. I can talk you into it, but you have to actually do it every day. Don't quit. Keep going. Do it regularly. All right? We'll get there.